I accidentally grabbed peaches and cream instead of brown sugar, and I seem to have forgotten my dried blueberries and dried strawberries at home. So oatmeal on this trip isn't going to be my favorite. Unfortunately, the road is starting to be washed away here. The erosion's pretty bad on this side. You can see it keeps flowing down there, and if I go in, I can camp. I'll probably have a good time, but over the next 72 hours it's gonna rain a lot around here, and there have already been roads washed away on the south end of this lake. So I'm not willing to go in, camp, and then not be able to come back out. So I'm gonna have to go and figure something else out right now. So it's pretty clear that this is somebody's maintained secret spot. Makeshift thunderbox back there. No indication on the drive-in that this place exists. No signage, no trail tape, nothing like that. Fire pit, wood, grills. But when I got here, there was something skulking around in the woods back there, and I'm a little bit sketched out because there's a lot of fish carcasses near the water, but I'm also excited because those fish look pretty big. As far as I can tell, those are pike. So I'm going to set up here. I'm going to give it a shot. Might get chased out by bears, I don't know. But I came all this way, so I'm going to try it. That took way too long. I am extremely out of practice. So I think this will work out well if a bear comes into camp. I'm over there. The fish carcasses are over there. And as soon as you get like halfway through camp, the fish carcasses are all you can smell. So if there are bears, they'll be isolated to that area. There's no cleaning that up. That stuff's been sitting there for a while. And there's a lot of it. What a long day. What a long 2 days, actually. What a long couple of days. But we made it. It's late. Sun's already high in the sky. And only now am I finally on the water. So, a couple of developments here. I came into this looking for a lost lake. The south access road has been washed away sometime in the last 10 or 15 years. Drove up to what I thought would have been another access, and it's all choked up with vegetation. I thought the water would have been higher because it's been raining, and it's gonna be raining again. It's supposed to be raining tonight at 9. I'm not sure that's gonna happen based on what I see in the sky, but this place could turn on a dime anyway, so I will be cautious of that in any case. But then, after I tried that access, I went to the north access, or what I thought would have been a north access, because there's a road along it, and the road is in the process of being washed away. there's erosion and flowing water over the road. So if I'm going to be here for, well, let's say a minimum of the next 4 days, and there's a lot of rain in the forecast for the next 72 hours, that road might not even exist tomorrow or the next day or the next day. I certainly couldn't pass it. So I found a different access to the river system, and this is the water that flows into the lake that I wanted to access. So at the very least, I'll fish the river system and go poke around at the inflow there. But for now, it's time to fish. If you see fish jumping, go fish there. As Dave Mercer says, it's better to fish where you know there's fish than where you don't know where there is. How you doing, Dave? Fish on. That's exciting. Oh, it's a pike. There she goes. There's a ton of vegetation in here. Right? Fish where the fish are and use what you know works. So, just filled up my memory card without noticing it. Caught a pike. Missed another one. Talked a bunch about lures. Don't know how much the camera caught of any of that. Gotcha. Another small one. So, don't break my tip. Bite. Bite. Fish on. Another small pike. There we go. Nothing of substance yet. I just had a silver pike on and I lost it. It was a small one, but it was a silver pike. In this area where the river widens. Pretty interesting. Of course, would be much more interesting if I got it on video. campfire. There's a loo. There's access to the river system right there. There's cut wood. Somebody obviously cares about this place. So I'm sorry and thank you. Sorry that I found it, because I know that people like to keep their spots secret sometimes, especially up here. But I promise to take care of it and provide wood as the previous people have. I'm set up back there, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay here. I do eventually want to get back into that lake. It just might not be this time. This river, if I go south, and south of here there's a lift over. That leads me into another body of water that feeds into the lake. So I'm going to go investigate that and at least chip away at that dream. Day 2. We're on the water. Breakfast is done. Camp squared away. Because I'm not actually in the lake, I'm on the river system leading into it. I'm just gonna fish. I'm gonna explore the inflow to the lake. I'm gonna chip away at it, see how far I can get, so that next time, if I have the opportunity, I can, attack it with more time and therefore less risk. My CPL is off the camera today. That's a polarizer, so I apologize if there's more glare, but it's really muggy, so that thing is kind of fogging up. Now, some of you are probably also asking, Brad, you're in a 16-foot Kevlar. Why are you not sitting in the front seat facing backwards? And there are two key considerations to take into account here. The first is that there's barely any wind. I don't have to worry about being blown around anywhere. It's rather easy to paddle right now. And the second point is that I'm too lazy to reconfigure my canoe right now. Just for that reason. It's fine how it is and everything's working, so I'm just gonna go with that. It's been really stressful this past year and a half for me. Work was stressful, my personal life was stressful, so I'm gonna just take it easy right now. I'm gonna try and restore some of my mental health and enjoy nature for a few days instead of committing to some wild grand idea. I commit to gradually seeing through that grand idea. Got a fish on here. Oh, no. That was a decent pike. Oh, using this right now. Made by my good friends at Lunker Hunt. Got a pike on here. Small one. This is actually the first time I've had my hands on a fish all year. hammer handles almost every cast out here. Okay. Lure is out. Fish is gone. Fish. There's one. That one felt a lot bigger because I had to pull it out of some weeds. Disappointing. Amazing blue walleye on the line here. There we go. Come on, stick your dorsal fin up there. There we go. Tickle their belly and they stick their dorsal fin up. Nice colors. I'm not going to eat it because I brought plenty of food. And I'm not hungry right now. I might change my mind later or tomorrow. I don't know. Again, haven't changed my lure. Still this bunker hunt bait. Dive 0 to 6 feet. And I think I'm using this one because it suspends. I'm not using the floating one. I'm into the lower section of this river now. So this body of water directly feeds the 10-kilometer winding river that feeds into the lake that I wanted to get into. Wind's picked up, and it's still pretty shallow here. Water's of course cold, but that's to be expected because we are north of Chapleau. Gotta stop and pause for a second. This spot is just so pretty. There's so much deadfall on the left, and you've got cliffside on the right there, and then it continues down that way. Just a gorgeous spot. Really, really grateful and appreciative of the opportunity to just be out here and enjoy this. I'm parked for lunch, and I noticed that might be on its way, which doesn't look too appealing compared to what I've got right now, which is sunshine. It was overcast this morning, and the forecast is calling for rain. Got a message from my wife, said it might come in at 2 p.m. Which I'm prepared for. Just can't film because this is not an action cam and I don't have one. Quiet now. Might be full of fish. rain came, then it went. So we're gonna carry on here. The rain has largely abated. It's very gently sprinkling right now. I'm fishing water that I think fish should be in, but there's no fish, so I'm clearly doing something wrong. I'm gonna have to switch some things out and change something. That spot I was talking about, they're going crazy after this. I just have to land one now. Yeah, switching it up was the ticket. There she is. Not bad. I'm gonna let her go. Doing a lot better with these forceps than the pliers. Poor guy. This is one of the reasons I don't really like travel hooks. I'll be switching them out when I get home. There we go. Gone. Forceps. Better than pliers. At this huge bouldery outcropping. Looks like somebody made a fireplace or had a fire pit. Excuse me. Looks like somebody had a fire pit there a long time ago. Excuse me and my allergies. This place looks ancient and unused, but when you go in here, see there's this and that. That's a baseball hat. Oh, there's a spinner bait. And more spinner baits. There's all kinds of fishing stuff. Oh, there's another one on the floor here. On the ground, I should say. A whole bunch of fishing baits. What the heck? I wonder. Yeah, this seems like some kind of memorial, maybe, rather than somebody's actual spot. Really interesting. So, I'm gonna leave that there. I don't want to disturb anybody's memorial. Spinner baits. What the? Like, so old that caribou moss has grown over the bait. It's just a little spinner bait. Yeah. Alders are starting to grow in here. Or, I don't even know if that's alder. There's a clearing here across from the spot where that memorial was. Water access sucks. And then it leads right into moss forest. I mean, you could set up a tent right there. If you had one of those bridge hammocks, or in like one of those amucks, probably make this a nice spot too. It's got some decent northern exposure here. Catch the lights. It's starting to rain again, so the camera's got to go away again. I gotta fix that. Maybe next year. We're gonna see if I can make a fire after it's been raining. I do have a dry stash that I put away yesterday, but I'm gonna try and not dip into that because it's supposed to be raining more soon. Not bad, I think. Do you want to know the forbidden knowledge? No, it is not Adava Kedavra. It is, if you are exercising all day or paddling all day and have sore muscles, all you need to do is add a bit of this powder and some water and stir it round and round. And drink the mixture. Then in the morning, you won't be sore. Now, this is forbidden knowledge because the magic powder is magnesium citrate. And if you have too much of it, you will poo everywhere. Now, this forbidden knowledge I learned from a Cranky Wise Man, and I will leave his links in the description below. Welcome to my abode. We have our Nemo Concerto. Very nice sleeping bag. Put my keys up here. We have some fine reading material that I never got through the first time for some reason. Distracted with life and things. Charging station. Jackery. I find that bringing one of these is good enough for the whole trip rather than bringing a whole bunch of small batteries. We got this sweet DJI drone that I forgot to update before I came here, so it's a paperweight right now. I'm mad about that. Got my spare clothes, bare things, water, and that's pretty much it for the tent. Everything else is outside. Sounds like the owls are busy now. I also got this cheap little, I don't know if you can see it there, cheap little reflector pad underneath. I got it from like the dollar store or something to add some extra little bit of heat reflectivity and R value, which allows me to sleep rather freely. I don't have to load on the layers to stay comfortable, so to speak. But yeah, I don't have my food hanging up in a tree. It's in a barrel, and that same Cranky Wise Man told me to just put some pots and cutlery and stuff on top, and that should be enough to scare away any unwanted visitors. So, there are no stars out tonight, so there's nothing cool to see. This is it. Go to bed. Temperatures are dropping to 5 degrees. The temperature I'm not too worried about. The rain and the wind, I am. So we've got 15 kilometers. That's right now. Heavy rain this evening with 15-kilometer winds. So the wind's pretty much the same all day today. But that heavy rain, not too interested in. Tomorrow morning, heavy rain. 17 kilometers. So increasing wind with lots of rain. So I'm gonna get out of here. Didn't make it into the lake that I wanted to get into, but I learned a lot. Haven't camped in 2 years. Wildly out of practice. Scouted the area. Looks like I'd have to be here I'd have to leave this spot at 6 a.m. just to get in there, and that wasn't the case when I got here 2 days ago. I was just finishing setting up at about 6 o'clock at night. So, better luck next time. I still had a good time though. Still enjoyed my time outside. Still enjoyed my paddling time. Caught some fish. But yeah, until next time. Did a final inspection of camp. Left the site better than I found it. Almost lost this because I guess it fell and blew around in the wind back there, so helps to do a double check of things sometimes.